Good morning, dear children. Today we will start with exercise 3.3 of square and square root. I have not given explanation of this exercise because in this exercise we have studied in the previous lecture. Therefore, we will start with the exercise. Question number 1. Question number 1. Find the square root of the following numbers by prime factorization method. So simply we will take out prime factorization. Question number 1 we are doing 784. When we will do prime factorization of that, it will come 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 7 into 7. Now here we are taking out square root by prime factorization. So we will start making pairs. Here we can see there is a one pair of 2, then again next pair of 2 and then next pair of 2. So one pair of 2 we will write, then next pair of 2 and then next pair of 7. Means 2 into 2 into 7, that will come 28. We will make pairs and then we will write as one number and then simply we will multiply it. That will be the answer. Now next question. Question number 1. Third one, 1849. Directly it will go with 43. So 43 times, then 43 ones are. Now 1849 is equal to 43 into 43 means one pair of 43. One pair of 43 you have got. So 143 you will write. It will be, answer will be 43. Now next question. Square root of 8836. First 6 question. 8836, first it will go with 2. Then it will go with again 2. Now 4418 again it has gone with 2. Next it will go with 47. So 47. Again it will go with 47, 1. What has come? 94. So 94 will be your answer. Again, question number 1, 8th one, 9025. 9025, first it will go with 5, again 5, then 19 and then 19. Now one pair of 5 and one pair of 19, 5 into 19, 95. Now question number 2. Question number 2 says that find the square root of the following numbers by prime factorization method. We will do question number 2 and question number 4. Again it is said that we have to take out square root by prime factorization. Question number 2, it is a mixed fraction. 17 whole 13 upon 36. So first step what we have to do, we have to change into improper fraction. When we have changed into improper fraction, it has come 625 upon 36. Now we have to take out with prime factorization. So we will do the prime factorization of the numerator also and the denominator also. We will take out the prime factorization of the numerator also and the denominator also. So when we have taken out prime factorization of numerator, it has come 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. Prime factorization of denominator 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Numerator side what we can see, one pair of 5 and then again one pair of 5, it will come 5 into 5. Down denominator 2 into 2 means one pair of 2 and next pair of 3. So 2 into 3. Numerator 6. 25 upon 6 because the question is in mixed fraction. Therefore answer also we will write in mixed fraction. So answer will be 4 whole 1 upon 6. Now next question. Question number 2, 4th one. It is given in decimal 0.0064. Now if it is written in decimal, we can write it in fraction also. So fraction when we will write, after decimal how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So simply here we can write 64 upon 10,000. 64 upon 10,000 we can write. Now same process we will do. We will take out the prime factorization of numerator also and denominator also. Now here 64 we know. 64 we can say that it is 8 into 8. So it will come, you can say 8 it will come. 8 into, it is square of 8 into 8. So answer will come 8 of 64. Now 10,000 when we have done prime factorization, it will come 1. Here you can see one pair of 2, another pair of 2, then another pair of 5 and then 5. So 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. It means 100. Here also directly also you can take out. You can write 100 into 100. That is equal to 10. So directly also you can do, or you can do prime factorization of both numerator and denominator, and then you can write the answer again in decimal, because question is given in decimal. Now question number 3. Question number 3 says that for each of the following number, find the smallest natural number by which it should be multiplied so to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of the square number so obtained. In first exercise also we have studied with what number we will multiply the given number to make it a perfect square. So question number 3 we will see here, 2178. According to question, it means that 2178 is not a perfect square. So when we will do prime factorization, all the numbers will not get their pair. So when we have taken out prime factorization, we have seen that here one pair of 3, then pair of 11. We can see that 2 is left unpaired. Pairing the same kind of factor, one factor 2 is left unpaired. Therefore, the required least number to be multiplied is 2. So, we can say that if 2 is multiplied into 2178, it will be a square root and 2 will get its pair. The required least number to be multiplied is 2, and the square root of 2178 into 2 will be 4356, and when we will take out prime factorization of 4365, answer we will get 66. You can answer you will get 66. Now next question. For each of the following numbers, find the smallest natural number by which it should be divided so that this quotient is perfect square. Also find the square root of the square number so obtained. Again, the numbers which are given is not a perfect square. Again you will not get the pair of any one number or any two numbers. So next again we will do question number 3. When we have done prime factorization of 3380, we have seen here we have got the pair of 2, then again 13, and 5 is left out. So here we have to see what number has to be divided. So 5 is extra here. Therefore we can say that pairing the same kind of factors, one factor 5 is left unpaired, the required least number. So 5 we will divide with this number 3380. When we will divide 5, we will get the required number, and the resultant number will be 3380 divided by 5. It will be 676. 676. So the square root, when you will take out square root of 676 by prime factorization, answer will come 26. Now next question, find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the following number. We have to find that number which is divisible by all these numbers. First question, if we will see, we will do question number 1. We are doing to take out that number which is divisible by all these numbers. Simply we will take out the LCM. So when we will take out the LCM, it will come 900. So 900 will be the number which is divisible by 3 also, 6 also, 10 also and 15 also. You can divide and you can check it also. Now question number 6. Question number 6 says that 4,225 plants are to be planted in a garden in such a way that each row contains as many plants as the number of rows. Find the number of rows and the number of plants in each row. According to the question, you have to find out, you have to plant the plants in such a way that the number of rows, for example, if you are planting 5 like this, so this side also it should be 5, 5, 5 like this. Rows and columns should be same. So what you have to find? You have to find the number of rows and number of plants in each of the following. Now if you, for example, you have written here 5, this side also 5 and this side also 5. So if you will multiply 5 into 5 means 25. So here it is given 4225 means this 25 is given. 25. So simply we will take out prime factorization. Total number of plants 4225, number of rows is equal to number of column in each of the in each garden. We will take out prime factorization. So therefore we can say, when we will take out prime factorization, number of rows we will get 65 and number of plants in each row will be 65. So answer will be 65. Now question number 7. Question number 7. The area of a rectangle is 1936. If the length of the rectangle is 4 times its breadth, find the dimension of the rectangle. Rectangle's area is given and length of the rectangle is said that it is 4 times its breadth. Find the dimension of the rectangle. Here what we can say, area of the rectangle is given and in the question it is written, if the length of the rectangle is 4 times its breadth. Length is 4 times its breadth. We don't know what is the unit of breadth. So therefore we have assumed that let the breadth be x. Let the breadth be x. If breadth is x, therefore in the question it is said length is 4 times its breadth. So we can write 4 into x. Length will be equal to 4 into x. So length we have got 4x. Breadth is equal to length into breadth. So when we will do length into breadth means 4x into x, when we will do, we will get 4x square. 4x square. 4x square is equal to 1936 because area is given in the question. Next, x square will be equal to 1936 upon 4. It will come 484. Means x square, we have got x square is equal to 484. So x will be equal to under root. When square goes to the other hand, it change into square root. So when square is going to the other hand, it will be square root of 484. Now with the help of prime factorization method, we will take out the square root of 484. It will come 2 into 2 into 11 into 11. Means one pair of 2 and one pair of 11. 2 into 11, 22. Here we have got the value of x. X is breadth. X is breadth. So breadth will be equal to 22, and here length is equal to 4x, means 4 into 22, we will get 88. So today we have discussed till question number 7. In the next lecture we will discuss question 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Thank you.